Hi, Chef Veronica. They're talking about this Ajani Lashley that died. He was the latest road fatality in Barbados, and his father also died on a motorcycle, but his father was shot dead. His father was 33 years old when he was killed in Barbados, and now Ajani, he wasn't shot dead, but he was killed in a road fatality, and Ajani was 28 years old. Now, his family, they're in the news. His aunt is in the news, Betty Lashley, and all distraught, she's saying. And when I read things like this, I always look to see, well, what did Ajani contribute to Barbados? Let me see if they talk about him being some sort of inventor, if he was going to college, how he was bettering himself. Because, if your father died at the age of 33 after being shot with a hail of bullets, maybe as you grow up, you want to succeed that. You want to be better than that. So let me read on. He was a driver. He was a delivery person. And then you're thinking, well, he had a lot of chains on his neck. That means something. That means something. Do not take us for fools now. It means something. So he could afford a whole lot of chains on his neck. And the ad is saying that he had different motorbikes along the way. So he was able to afford that. Not a vehicle, but motorbikes. And he was able to afford having 2 kids, 4 and 5. 2 different last names. So maybe 2 different females. So Ajani, they're talking about Ajani and sorrow, and, he's left the island, and we know how Bajans, maybe people all over the world, like to make angels out of mere, humans. We know this, but I have a different mindset. What did he contribute? How was he stationed to propel Barbados into a new world? How was he appointed to do anything great in Barbados? He was not. Ajani had a father who died in a hail of bullets, and not once did they talk about his mom. It was almost, I'm looking at the news article, unless I'm missing something, but not once did they talk about his mother. He did come from a woman. Is she alive? Why did they not go to his mother to talk about him? Okay, he seemed to have been raised by his aunt, but be that as it may, and I'm not being disrespectful, but you can think that. I don't think that. I don't think I'm disrespectful. I'm just saying, leave it alone. He died. He wasn't much of a contribution to society. He was a delivery person, and I don't know if he was in the university. I don't know if he had plans to, to become maybe the next prime minister of Barbados. You don't know. All I can see is a guy with heavy jewelry around his neck, and, he had a history, DNA of tragedy. His father is dead and his mother is absent wherever she is, So he has 2 kids now. 2 kids, 4 and 5. So let's see if within all the sorrow and you thinking that maybe, I'm very insensitive. Let's see if you would give money for the betterment of those 2 kids that he left behind. Let's see how you step up to the plate to make sure that those 2 kids get the best education possible, and you take care of them. You form some sort of trust, how you do the blind trust. Do some sort of trust for those 2 kids to make sure that they're cared for. Maybe build a house for them. When they're 18 years old, they can move into a home. Do something. Don't just show up when what you're doing is the same thing over and over again, and you expect that the DNA memory is going to forget. You may forget. You are forgetting. But what you are does not forget. You're going to keep on burying your young unless you step up to the plate to do something different. Where is his mom? Where is Ajani's mother? This is Chef Veronica.